When I went to Germany this year, and you can check out those vlogs after watching this video, I wanted to visit Sinn from the start. I originally wanted the 103 ST, but it would take 5 to 7 weeks for Sinn to get them due to the company switching over to the Sellita SW500 movement instead of the Valjoux 7750 as it was being phased out. I was helped by a man named Patrick, who was a big, bulky German man, so being a lot smaller than him, I didn't want to try to negotiate the price. However, he was very accommodating, as he gave me a leather strap that was a customized size for my small wrist, as I do have a very small wrist, and gave me all the VAT info I needed to get a cut of what I paid for. The technical details of the 356 Pilot are as follows. The mechanical movement in this watch is the SW500 made by Sellita. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the Valjoux 7750 as I think Sinn are phasing them out. I don't know if that's a superior movement or if that's because I know the Valjoux 7750 is a massive, massive legend in the watchmaking world when it comes to chronographs, but I think it's something to do with financial issues, or maybe it might be because it takes whoever makes the Valjoux 7750 longer to ship them out to Sinn because it is a Swiss movement in a German watch, but it is the SW500. I think it's a great movement for what I use it. I use my chronograph for everyday things, like testing how long it takes me to get from place to place, or from coaching different sports, basketball, when I was working for my uncle this summer, doing different games and how long the games were and whatnot. Continuing. It's 25 bearing jewels in the watch in the movement. It's a self-winding mechanism. There are 28,800 semi-oscillations per hour. It's hand adjustment with stop second function, otherwise known as in the watch world as a hacking seconds. So when you pull out the crown, it'll stop on a dime where you want it to adjust the time. So you don't have to do it while the seconds hand is rolling. It is shock resistant as per DIN 8308, anti-magnetic as per DIN 8309. The case is made of stainless steel. It is bead blasted. The glass in the front is acrylic. It is very sturdy. I've hit my watch a bunch of times over the past month or 2 months. I got this in July and it is now September. The case back is screw fastened, so there's no imaginative kind of case back, whereas a lot of companies have see-through. There is an option if you want to get the 356 SA Pilot, where it's sapphire glass in the front and sapphire glass in the back, so you can see the movement and working and everything. I know a lot of people like that. I chose not to get that because that's not really what Sinn is about. Sinn as a brand is more of a tool watch kind of brand rather than a glamorous watch company, more geared towards like Swiss people or anything like that, or not Swiss people, or people that are very into the horology. Here's the watch on the wrist. It's not very. It looks a lot bigger than pictures, or I'm sure what this video will look like. It does look a lot bigger than it actually is in person. So there is no need to worry if you do have smaller wrists. Now, I originally got the watch on a leather strap, a black leather strap, and it was very tough at the beginning to get used to. The leather had to form to your wrist, and it wasn't a very short process. It was a process that took a while. You had to pretty much wear it every single day in order for it to get used to your wrist, even if it does, because I don't like when watches are too far up on my wrist, when they decide to fall, or like they decide to lean one way. I want it perfectly in between, and I did eventually get that, but it was also in the middle of the summer and it was kind of hot, and as you saw before, I put on a NATO strap and it's just as good, sturdy wise, and it looks just as good on a native strap as well as a leather strap. And I also just got it on the bracelet, as you can see. I just got it a couple days ago. I ordered it from Watch Buys as I couldn't afford the bracelet originally when I bought the watch at Sinn. And after 2 days of wearing it, it's very comfortable. It will add an extra bit of heft to the watch, but it wasn't so much of a downer of the bracelet. The bracelet is very comfortable, as I said. It's a very nice watch. I would definitely give it. Forget what I said about the Fossil watch and whatever I reviewed. This watch is by far my favorite so far, and I can't wait to get even more of these kind of quality watches. They're just they're too comfortable, and it's too amazing how you can get the wear and tear and it'll still look great after 3 months so far. Hopefully, I mean, I have dinged up the watch a little bit, but I would definitely recommend getting an acrylic crystal, because if you are a little bit on the clumsy side, like I kind of am, or you will hit it every so often, or you want to be more careful with your watches, and if you do hit them, sapphire can crack, and then you'd have to ship it out to Sinn or to somebody else that can replace these kind of crystals. And that's it, guys. I will give it let's see what I'll give it. You know what, I'm going to do it out of 10. Forget what I said about the Fossil, that I said it's like my favorite watch, blah, blah, blah. That was at the time, but now it's definitely the Sinn 356 Flieger Pilot, or Flieger is pilot in German. That's why it says it on the dial. But I will definitely give it a 8 out of 10. Just because nothing is perfect. And this watch is my first chronograph, and I love it. Thanks, guys, for watching. Let's get that chronograph movement. Be sure to like and subscribe. I would love if you guys would subscribe to my channel. And when I get new watches, or if I get the chance to do more horological things, you guys will come along with me, and we'll both have a great experience of horology and the world of horology in general. All right, guys. Thank you. Also, see what that just did? I'm wondering if it is a flyback, if it's called, or if it's like technically called a flyback, but I'm not sure if that is a flyback chronograph. If you do know, participate. Check in write in the comments section. That'd be great. Thank you guys again. Bye.